Yeah. 55. All right. All right. I think we'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right. Session 54, which was way back in October, after the appearance of that I don't know, golem or earth elemental in the abandoned temple on the northwest side of the Lake of Talons. After that creature showed up, everyone just pretty much, if I recall right, ran for their lives. And George and Hilda, we don't know what happened to them. They kind of got lost in the confusion, and the others were left thinking, well, we're going to make our way back up to Stony Lonesome. Now, the one problem was is that the wax has been spreading, and they would have had to go into the water a little bit on the northwest side of the lake to find a clear path up to Stony Lonesome because the wax is coming right down to the water. I guess I should ping probably around here, I guess. Yes, on the map. So, and then you guys saw the Scrag, the water troll was in the area too. So you guys all decided, whoa, 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 we're gonna backtrack and go around the west side of the lake through Blackfish Bay and then back up to Stony Lonesome. So that's why they called this session around the pond. And it was while they were journeying, they got to Blackfish Bay and they saw the damage that had been done by that mini tsunami that had emanated from the Talons a couple of sessions ago. And the main lake town itself that was on stilts wasn't really affected that much, but the lower town that was on shore, the water came in a good bit, and there was all sorts of damage. Uh, Buildings were knocked over. Of course, there was lots of tents there from new arrivals, and they were all swept away. And you did find that the blacksmith Arn, his blacksmithy, was in ruins, and his wife Ingra, who's the alchemist in the town there, was madly trying to retrieve his body from somewhere in the debris. The party gave aid to her, and in time they were able to find his body and helped her take it back to her shop in the town there of Blackfish Bay in the the buildings that are on stilts. They helped her get there, and they were helping her prepare him for burial when they realized that, and I think it was Sienna realized it, that she was drawing all these symbols all over his face and arms, and she realized that she was actually preparing him for some sort of resurrection spell that would be performed by a priestess of Huldra. And Sienna strongly advised her not to do that. And fortunately, she was able to convince Ingrid to not have her husband raised from the dead. So they went and buried him in the small graveyard just outside of town to the east. And then the party continued up and around the lake, past the Good Night's Rest Inn, and making their way towards the land bridge, towards Stony Lonesome. They came across a party that had a wagon that with a broken wheel, and they were in the midst of repairing that. And they were asked to come join their leader by the fire while the worker bees worked on the wagon. And it was there that they met a Jade Raven member named Gisvelda, who actually Theana had met quite a while ago during our first Chronicles of Joth, our Cole Bailey stories, and then actually in the city of Joth. Now you didn't, but I don't think you remembered her, did you, Theana?
I didn't know,
No.
because I remember that there was a lot going on then too when we were trying to get. I knew that we were working for the Jade Ravens, but I couldn't remember any particular person singled
Yeah.
out who we were working for. It just had been so long. So.
Yeah. Actually, at that time, she actually worked for the Crimson Moons. Okay. And she actually worked for Crimson Moons at that time. She has changed alliances. And as a member of the Jade Ravens, she was on her way to Stony Lonesome. You found out that she was going there to have some discussions with Jacotus, the wizard who is up there in that tower, planning whatever it is he's planning. And you get the feeling that she's come to try and dissuade him from whatever he's up to. You continued, once the wagon was repaired, you carried on with her and her party to Stony Lonesome, and you saw that Jacotus was quite shocked to see her there. And they went into the tower for their discussions, and you were all kind of just left there wondering what the heck to do. And it was that point, I think, that Lauren had mentioned, well, we've had word that Trotter Fingersmith's father, Buckles, he's heard, has gone missing, and that he was interested in looking into that disappearance. So, I think I don't know if it was just I don't remember, but this was kind of the way we were going, and so I was hoping David was going to be here tonight. So, but as it is, David's going to pull a Gandalf. Okay, he's going to talk you all into this. Let's go to Bricket Bottom, and you travel to Bricket Bottom. And as soon as you get there, the bugger he buggers off on some other
Well, no,
errand.
yeah, well, that's just it. We wake up from overnight camp, getting ready to go into Bricket's Bottom, and we're like, where's?
He's done it again.
Yeah, that son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
Did we ever give Jacotus the belt that we were supposed to be getting from?
Yes,
okay.
We did,
I forgot. Yes,
because we did try to, because we were trying to get it to work.
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure it out, and then eventually he showed us how to use it properly because we thought it was
That's
just a piece of junk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And gosh, if I think you gotta tap the what are they called, the ends of it that are inglets? Is that what it?
Yeah,
is?
yeah, that's what you said. So there's
Yeah.
large inglets at the end that you.
Yeah. You gotta tap them together 3 times, and then it does its thing. Okay. So yeah, so he's quite happy to have it. You don't know what he's going to be doing with it, but so there's that. Okay, so so having said that, I just got to step out and say goodnight to my son, and then we'll be back, and we will start this all up. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Nice recap. Great game. Great.
Thanks for coming out. I'll be back in a second. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm certainly glad this is recorded for posterity.
Yes. It's not like the previous episode was actually recorded and we could have watched that.
Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like I joined the military. Hurry up and wait. All right. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we what is it? We're rescuing whose father again? Is it?
If I remember correctly, and because it's been so long, one of the quests that he proposed before we took the Goblin quest was that Trotter has said that his father had disappeared. I don't remember
that Trotter
if he just vanished or if he. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he just vanished or if he went somewhere and he never came back. So
I'm back.
It's been a while. Oh, that was.
Oh no,
I'm back.
Yeah. I thought we were just going to choke it up as just another con Trotter was trying to pull off.
Okay. Well,
I guess not. I guess I guess I'm my character's a person of law, so I guess I got to investigate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. So, do you make your way to Bricket Bottom, and you when you arrive at our sleepy little village on the edge of that little pool pond there, you see that. Okay, now just this building here beside Fingersmith Manor. Okay, that's the Honeypot Pub. Okay.
You mean right here?
Yeah, that's right there. That's the Honeypot Pub. I haven't got a tag on it, but that's it. But it looks like it's under new management because there's a nice new sign there, and now it's called the Hearthstone and Hive. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you can see outside there's patrons kind of sitting out, having an ale, um, talking amongst each other at tables and benches that are there, and outside of Fingersmith Manor, they seem to be very interested in what's going on over there. They're looking over there. You can see two dogs, two large war dogs, kind of lying down about 10 feet from the front door, and their heads are down on the ground, and they're covered in little bites, and they're just looking at the door there. Right, you can see these halflings that are sitting over by the. Thank you, whoever did that. You can see who these halflings that are sitting around this area. Some of them are over here. They've got tables and chairs and stuff. You know, they're talking amongst themselves, and that's what you see as you approach this area. Okay, then you'd be coming from over here.
Are we saying that George and
Yes. Now, yes. Okay.
Hilda
Along the
are
way, yes.
with the
Along
group
the
already?
way,
Okay.
yes. Along the way, Hilda and George met back up with the group, and they are with them now. Yeah. I don't know what happened to you two. Where'd you get to? We don't know. Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think we just went a different way and eventually made our way up to Stony Lonesome.
Yeah.
And
No,
we're
Hilda,
there.
is she a free person now? I remember that was what she was fighting for originally. This was her last job, right?
Yeah, that thing to the goblins encampment there at the old ruins. That was supposed to be her last job. So she's come to Bricket Bottom with George, and we don't quite know what she's going to do yet. What I don't know, George. I mean,
George
she's
doesn't know either.
she's talking about getting out of this area, taking her riches that she got from the tower there in I'm sorry, in Blackfish Bay, and going to Savory Cove or something, and starting a new life down there. Right? She's kind of soured on the area, she says. I don't know if you're trying to talk her into staying, or if you want to go with her, or what. Or well, yeah, there could be that too. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a sour topic that we have broached many times.
I was going to say, I do notice that you're looking down at your feet every time we mention it. So,
Yeah.
ooh, awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Getting some mead. Oh, over at the pub there, the
Either
Hearthstone.
that or we can get this quest kicked off. Was there somebody that we were supposed to meet when we were here?
Yeah, you were supposed to meet the sheriff, Amias Northcote. Sorry,
Myas Northcote?
Amias Northcote. Yes, he is the sheriff of Brickett's Bottom. All right, that's who Lauren had said to talk to. All right.
And I believe we met with him before at the pub, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna head there.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the last.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So you taking it all in, you let's see. I mean, let's say did you come from Joth itself? You didn't come through the pool, did you? Through the
Yeah.
portal, Nevin?
Oh, Nevin. Okay. Right. That's
Oh,
right.
okay. More of a local? Okay, but he's never been up around here. Right, right. So you might have heard about, this portal pool up here in Bricket Bottom, Um, is there a chance that it's being activated as we speak? Let's see. No, no, it is not. Okay, so you don't you heard that there's some sort of magical portal here, but I don't know. You don't see anything. All right. Looks. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. You can see out in the fields over here. You can see the apiaries. Yeah. There. It's a little early in the season, but yeah, they're out there. You know. Mhm. All right. Yep. Get word what's going on. Well, as you make
Uh,
in there, first of all, if you're asking for mead, they'll tell you that they're out of it. They've used up their supply of mead. I think they've just used up their last little bit yesterday. Um, um,
That's pretty convenient.
yeah. What's that? Would- Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, ever since I mean, we were getting low to begin with because Mr. Fingersmith there, his production dropped off over the last couple of weeks, and he'd been just selling off his stock back to people in the big city, right? And he wasn't leaving a lot for us local folks, so we've run out of it. Yeah, and now he's disappeared.
mm,
Well, that's what some people think. Some people think he's gone off to the big city. Just taking all the money he's with selling it. But I don't know. I don't know. And then somebody else chimes in. Well, I heard. I heard. Somebody roll 10-sided
what
dice.
does
What does this guy hear? I
okay,
don't know. No, somebody roll 10-sided dice.
all right, 2?
Two. That's a seven. Seven.
Oh, Dell rolled on his camera on the paper
Oh, I'm
with an
sorry.
actual
You
die.
rolled a two. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Take the real roll over the
Oh,
real 20 roll. That one had,
okay.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's just somebody's. I've never known Mr. Fingersmith to miss a meal because he usually eats over here at the pub, right? Some nights. But not that he couldn't stand to lose a few pounds. He just doesn't seem to be, the type to go leaving and going off to the big city, right? So
Oh,
and somebody,
what
but
does his son have to say about all of this?
they tell you, well, his boy Trotter and the mother and the sister, they've gone down to Savory Cove to look at it as some financial venture, is what you're told, right?
Look, they're not
Another
even
one.
here.
No,
While
they're not.
this,
No, they're not even here. And actually, one person actually says, "No, no, no. I think Trotter is up to no good. He's always got some scheme in the works. He wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with his father's disappearance. I think he's been eyeing the
Well,
family business for his own."
I was going to say, did he recently take out an insurance policy on the family at all, or?
I don't know. I don't know. But the main point is that what I make to you is that actually the sheriff went in to Fingersmith Manor now a day or two ago to investigate, and with his three war dogs, all right, he went in there and he never came back out. And two of the war dogs came running out, all covered in little bites,
Hmm.
Okay.
and nobody thought
right?
to go in and check to see what happened to him.
They all look at you like you're a madman. Like, What do you think we are, adventurers of some sort? Do a thing like that? No, no, no,
It's not
no, no.
going into your neighbor's house is an adventure, is it?
Not when big war dogs come running out all covered in bites. They're not going in
Actually,
there.
it is to halflings, to be quite frank, George. They're usually not big on adventure, but okay. So that's where the sheriff left off, was in this Fingersmith Manor,
Yes,
just
yes,
with
he went in there.
fights on how many of the dogs did end up coming back? Just one, two, all three?
Two.
Jeez.
Yes.
Are these dogs here? Would we be able to see them? And
Yes, you can see it. I told you. Yes, they're lying down in the front yard there, looking at the door. Okay, with their heads down on the ground. Okay.
Okay.
They're by looking at the door of the manor.
Yes, they are looking at the door
But
of the manor.
Okay, but we're inside the pub.
You're inside the pub, but you
Yes.
saw them on the way in.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, that's somebody points out to you, that the two dogs are out there. That's Tuffy and Ripper that are kind of hanging out there waiting for their master.
Did anyone see to look to see if they needed any medical attention?
They're kind of, everybody kind of looks like, well, they're mean ones. Those are, that's the way that the sheriff trained them. They're not friendly dogs. No.
Man,
It's okay. It's okay, George. It sounds like this is something that your expertise could be used for. You can soothe the beast, right? Play on your mandolin or whatever the hell that thing is.
It's a liar. I mean, I
know you are, but
well, I guess at the very least,
just to see what the kind of wounds are on the dogs, maybe just to see if it's even familiar.
Okay, all right.
And since no one's here to tell us what the pay is, I think we can name our own pay when Trotter shows his sorry face again.
Maybe.
I hope the financial matters they're attending to are quite substantial.
Is there like a bulletin board? Like, did the sheriff post anything about having adventurers do this for him before he headed off? Like, is there a reward for it?
There is a yes. Okay, yes. There is a board there in the tavern where it speaks of the sheriff looking for deputies to. And you know how, I mean, Lauren can never turn his, he's always, you say deputy and he's right there, right? So, yeah, there's like a 50 gold piece reward to help, find this missing halfling. All right.
George is going to pull that note off of the bulletin board and crumble it up into a ball and put it in his pocket.
Okay. All right. So, you're going to go over and have a look at the dogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So actually, before we leave the pub, do they sell like anything like cured meats or anything like that?
Yes, they do. Yes.
Oh, okay. What I'll do is I'll buy some like dried honey pepperettes, and something to feed to the dogs in case they need to be calmed down or even fed. I don't even know how long ago this happened. I kind of assumed that the dogs have just been sitting there for 7 days.
It's been a couple of days, yeah. And they haven't moved.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I'll just buy
Well.
All right. Okay. So how much is it inconsequential, or did you just want me to throw a gold at it?
It's inconsequential. Okay. I don't worry about that.
Oh.
Okay.
One before we switch over to that, I just want to ask, while Fiona's purchasing the dried meats, I'm gonna say, wasn't this pub named something else? Something about Honeypot? What's the deal with the name change?
Who are you asking?
The person that Theana's interacting with to purchase this meat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
The busty wench that's on the other side of the counter.
Cora.
You know, the curly red hair. And,
Yes.
the huge buzz. Yeah. You know.
Yes. Cora, the bar wench.
There you go.
Yes. Well, she explains it. Some people thought the name somewhat improper, and then they came up with something a little. It's all branding, you know. They just thought it'd be a little bit more amicable than honeypot. In some circles, honeypot means something else, I guess. So we changed it to the Hearthstone and the Hive. That's all.
Very well.
All right. Okay. So yeah. So she hands you over the pepperettes. All right. And bids you farewell.
Guess we go.
Okay.
I guess we go join Nevin with his ear to the wall.
Right. Also, too, besides a window or two in the side of the halfling mound, you also see like one of those two cellar doors, you know, that are like at an angle sort of thing, that would open up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's deep wagon wheel grooves near that door, so probably some sort of loading dock or something. There might be a couple of old barrels sitting outside of that too, right? So you look in the windows, though. Yes, sorry.
No, I was going to say, was that going to be the? Was it the finger?
Fingersmith.
The Fingersmith. Yeah, I was going to say, you mean it's Fingersmith Manor, or was this at the Hearthstone and Hive?
No, this is at
Fingersmith
Manor. Right.
Okay.
As you approach it, you see this around the back.
Okay. I figured maybe they were hiding mead barrels behind the bar or something. But okay.
No, these are empty mead barrels. They're on their sides with no lids on them. This is back here behind the manor. Okay. Yeah. So looking in the window, so like I said, so there's a cellar door there on the backside. Nevin wanted to look in the windows. Kind of hard to see because there's some, lacy curtains in the way, but you can make out, a rather cozy halfling abode. But you can see that there's dishes on a table maybe, and they're knocked over, and maybe there's books or such on shelves that are knocked over. The place just looks a little bit of a mess. I wouldn't say ransacked, but things tipped over here and there and such. I will. I guess I should do that for you, eh? Yes. Okay. You are listening. Okay. How do I do a secret roll?
You just roll a die on the table and don't tell us
that old way. Hold on. I'm
pretty sure if you change the as pull down of the GM, there's a way to.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, as GM Todd, but I think if I did that and I rolled a 6-sided dice, it would show you, wouldn't it? You'd see it, right?
Yeah, probably.
But there's got to be like a private roll. Oh well. Anyways, here we go. I roll and okay, all right. Yes. Okay. So Nevin, you hear some skittering, multiple skittering sounds coming from within that chamber beyond the window. You would equate one of those sounds like there'd be this tink sound that you would almost think it reminds you of a teacup being knocked over.
I figured that Nevin's doing backflips to each different bush leading up to Fingersmith Manor, and then kind of looks over and kind of peeks in through a window. So I don't know. The dogs are up front, right? So I'm just gonna walk up front with the cured meat and kind of just see if I can befriend the dogs a little bit and get them to trust me, so I can take a look at their wounds.
All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. So, Theana, you are approaching Tuffy and Ripper. You
Yep.
can tell who is who by the big name tags on their spiked collars. Okay. They're rather large war dogs, rather fierce looking, but they're lying on the ground, their paws in front of them, their muzzles right down the ground, whimpering, their their ears kind of flattened, uh, and they're covered in little bites here and there all over their bodies. Right?
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll kind of like take my gauntlets off because I'm wearing my plate mail and just kind of slowly walk up to them cautiously
Mm-hmm.
and try and see if I might be able to feed them. I'm guessing I may have to throw the meat maybe at a distance in order to kind of get their attention and maybe just
Trying
slowly
to get
make my
their
way to
attention.
them.
All right.
Yeah.
And they start kind of growling in between whimpers as you approach. But let's see if you have an effect on them with your kindness. Make a wisdom check, please.
Oh, jeez.
You are a cleric, right?
Yeah, not a good one though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are the tributes? Tribute. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, how
there
about
you
that?
go. All right. Yes. So instinctively, with your wisdom, it's a miracle. You are
It really
able to.
is. Yeah.
Yes. Huldra must be on your side this day, and the creatures are calmed and come towards you for the nibbling of the
Yeah, just
pepperettes.
like a honey, yeah, just like a honeyed meat or something like that. So what I'll
Yeah,
do then
yeah.
is if I can, kind of go over to them and kind of start petting them a
Hmm.
little bit, like lightly, and then
Yeah.
just kind of take a look at their wounds and see if they look familiar at all, if it's something that I've seen in this area before.
Okay. Yeah. They're small bites, maybe no more than an inch and a half across, but they look like lots of tiny little teeth bit at them, you know, with each bite. And
Okay.
if not for their thick coats, they would have lost some good chunk of flesh in each of those bites. It seems.
Okay.
And are there
Hmm.
are they covered like head to toe in these
Yeah, they
with
are.
these?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Not a lot of these bites got in deep because of their coats, right? But a few did, and you can see, wow, those are good chunky bites.
Does it look like a bat or a mouse or something like that? It's not like a from a
No,
promiscus like a sturge or
no,
like the
no,
what is it,
no,
the
no, no,
maple
no. It's
locust or
no.
whatever they are.
You can see individual teeth marks, but small.
Okay.
All right. Like needle-like teeth marks, circular, right? Like something clamped down on them
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Is it anything that I would have been known? Is it anything that I would know in the area? Like it's definitely like is it rats or maybe some
It's
sort of like I don't know,
I'm
fey
not
or something
no,
like
I'm
that?
not even gonna make you do a check for it. You got no idea what this is. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's beyond you.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, the bites aren't giving me any kind of indication on what we're kind of dealing with.
Mm.
Looks like we'll be
If
taking a risk if we just go in.
I had known that, yes, if I had known these injured dogs were here, I would have prepared a spell to speak with them. But unfortunately,
Oh.
that would take some time.
Do these bites look familiar to you at all, George? I know that you're more weary than most of us. There's no doubt that you've heard tales of such a beast that could.
If
a
George
beast
makes
is a strong word.
I think if George makes a lore check, a bardic lore check, then maybe
Okay.
he might have some information to impart.
No, just miss. Just miss.
No. This is beyond you.
I'm sorry. I've never seen anything like this. It's very
Bites?
odd. I mean,
So,
but
yeah.
such peculiar ones with clear. I mean, these were obviously not insects. Insects don't have teeth. I know that much.
Very strange. Very strange. All right. So,
Well, we could just do. Yeah, I was gonna say we could just do the brave thing and just open the door and just see what we're dealing with.
Right? I'll go do it. Yeah.
okay.
And I'll step up to the door and what? What? Is it?
Oh.
Does it sound big? Oh, is- Are you saying that the dishware is alive and is running about the house? All right. I always am, and I'm going to, slowly.
Yeah.
I will do no such thing. There's no need for that. And he like slowly opens the door and like kind of leans around the opening and to peer inside as the sunlight starts to fill the. I guess there's a small foyer or something.
Okay. As you do that, Deanna, did you give all that pepperettes to the dogs?
Yep.
Okay. So the dogs are chewing on the pepperette as George opens the door, and as soon as he does, there's this rush from inside, and all these a large number of small, like salamander-like creatures come rushing out through the door, over the top of the door, from the side of the door, from the bottom, and they've all got these like razor sharp, their mouths are just full of this razor sharp teeth, and they all make a beeline towards the dogs. All right.
Okay, so when you say, okay, I'm sorry for interrupting you there, Todd.
Yep.
So when you say salamanders, for clarification, do you mean like legitimately the small, like little lizards we have in our world, or do you mean no? Salamanders.
No,
They're on fire.
No,
massive.
No.
Okay.
Small little salamanders. Okay.
Okay.
Hundreds of these little things pouring out into the yard. All right. Going towards the dogs. All right. And before you know it, like they are just like jumping all over the dogs, just snapping at them, biting them. The dogs, take off over the fence into the fields to the east, with all these creatures attached to them or chasing after them. None of them bothered you, George. Right?
Are they continuing to chase the dogs as the dogs run off? There's no way.
You can see them. You can see them heading off into the fields beyond and the woods. The dogs yelping and whining.
So we can. So there's literally like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
If we can still see them.
Oh yeah, there's like a trail of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to pick one up?
You could make a dex check. Maybe you might have been able to grab one. Sure.
Oh, geez, I'll definitely not be able to make that.
You want to grasp it at its neck so it can't bite you.
Now, you guys are saying a lot of things. Just tell me one thing. Just one. You don't need to tell me 8 different things to do.
Okay. No,
So
you
while
were,
you're yelling,
Yeah.
at it,
you were unable to get it the way you wanted. Please make a save versus Dragon Breath, I guess.
I guess.
these are powerful, Sal.
Yeah.
No, it's just
Maybe.
that's a save. That's
I
a
know.
save I'm using for it. That's
I
all.
know.
Yeah, that's a
I know.
save versus death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
Fail.
failed.
Oh, okay. So this thing clamps down on you and takes out a good chunk of your hand, about 1.5 inches across. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. No damage to speak of from this one, but it's
Bro,
like
what, an
that.
inch and a half?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to say you lost a hit point for that. I mean, it's just,
Oh, okay.
it's not enough to slow you down. Really, it's just like more annoying, right? It's like, ah, get it off, sort of thing, right? So I don't know. Maybe you fling it. Maybe you stomp on it. Whatever. Maybe it runs
I
off.
told you to grasp it by the neck.
Someone fail. Some jury. Yeah.
So yeah. So there, yeah, nasty little buggers.
Yeah, imagine I panicked and just like flung it up against a tree or something like that. And
Yeah.
it just kind of scurried away.
Yep.
Spazzing out. Son of a bitch, that thing hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah, Hilga, curse upon thee. Yeah.
All right. So the door to Fingersmith Manor is sitting there ajar. Mm.
I'm going to, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, we
Okay.
start to step through the threshold and
Okay.
see if
You
there's any more of
see,
these things.
there isn't. You see the entrance hall to Fingersmith Manor, which is a little low for you human types. You got to bend over a little bit. But just the first hallway heading deeper into the manor, you see the gnawed bones of what looks like a rather large dog lying there, pretty much stripped of its flesh.
Well, this isn't good.
You
Seems,
maybe look off to the side to a side reception room where you see teacups and crockery and such on tables all kind of knocked over, and things just kind of looks like these creatures swarmed all over everything, knocking things here and there.
I feel perhaps we should go try to save the dogs if these things are this relentless.
Well, I'm gonna call out and see if I can see if Lauren might be in here, right? You're like, Lauren.
No, Lauren
Did you say that he
told
came in here?
Lauren, no, he didn't come in here. He
Oh,
just remembered.
What's the sheriff's name?
Northcote.
Just Northcote?
Amias Northcote.
Myas. Okay, Myas is the sheriff. Okay.
Yeah,
For some reason,
Amias Northcote.
Lauren.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Lauren said to talk to Myris Northcote. So yes.
Amias,
Okay,
yes.
so yeah, I'll just say Myris. I'll just call out to Myris.
Yeah. Okay. You're calling. You can hear your voice echoing a little bit down the hallways that kind of, curve downwards ever deeper into the earth. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. All right. So I don't have we don't need a map for this portion of it. It's as you would imagine, a rather reputable halfling abode. Lots of bedrooms and kitchen pantries. Yes, definitely dining rooms, reception rooms. Um, all of them kind of looking like these creatures have just swarmed through them and taken anything that they can get to eat. They've, of course, as you've seen, they stripped the dog of all its flesh. The pantry, everything's been broken into as much as they could with their size. But you don't see any sign of the creatures. But the main hallway continues kind of curving downwards ever deeper until you come to what looks like a storage room of some sort where okay, and you see mead barrels there, shelves for mead barrels. There's not too many mead barrels on the shelves though. Probably, let's just see.
Do any of them
There's
have meat
3.
in them?
Yeah, they all look. They've got. You can tap on them, and they seem to be full of mead. Yep. This corridor, well, it kind of, like I said, it spirals downward deeper into the earth as you left the main reception room. With various rooms on the side, it would have gone down a good 60 feet before it opened up into this storage room. And as you're looking at these shelves, these almost empty shelves of mead, except for the 3 barrels, you see at the other end of the room there is a pick and a shovel, and there's a hole in the wall.
Like someone just like knocked down the wall and started digging a hole
Yeah.
into
Yep.
the wall.
Yep. Yep.
So this, does it go down, or like
it's in the wall, and you can see on the wall, because it's stonework here, okay, and wood paneling, is that there's chalk lines marked out on the wall, looking like, okay, this was planned. He's, like he marked out where he was going to make this opening for whatever reason, and broke through the paneling and broke through the stonework and started digging deeper and downwards into the earth at a slight angle.
okay. So would this wall lead further into town or out of town or towards the pool?
It would go, seeing by the way the spiral is, it would go towards town but deeper under town.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hey, how about we take a bio break for a minute here, okay? And
Sure.
yeah. All right. Back in a moment.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm assuming the dungeon was actually at the cellar doors, and that we may be getting some hints here, but I don't think this is where we're quite supposed to be.
Hmm.
Yep.
The salamanders seem to ignore me, so
Well, yeah, they ignored people but went straight for the dogs. So
yeah, so maybe he's still alive down here. But yeah. Hmm. But why are they concentrating on the dog? The dogs. That doesn't.
are dogs known to maybe torment these things? Like, unfortunately, these salamanders, I'm not familiar with them at all. So I guess it would be maybe it would be prudent to ask somebody who's from here. Maybe they know about them. I mean, having that, I mean, they've built houses here in the hills. I mean, I assume they're probably going to know about these salamanders.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Well, I mean, we could just. It's literally next door, so we could just go ask if anyone has ever seen these things before. Before
No,
we
there's no
venture
time.
down.
Yeah, there's no time to explain. We must encroach on danger and make our way to the dungeon. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's no. I think well, I mean, if that's what we want to do, but I'm pretty sure it's like I think we're just going to probably be kicking the door down into the cellar. I think it's probably going to be the like. Do the holes that are being dug? Do they go down towards the cellar? Like I don't know.
What do you mean? Okay, so the hole that was dug in the storeroom. All right. If you had to take a guess, it almost looked big enough that he was trying to make the storeroom bigger for some reason. Okay.
Oh, so it's just a renovation project.
It looks like a renovation project of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the sheriff came in here. They know that he came in here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yes, you do clearly see two sets of halfling-sized footprints leading into that hole in the wall.
2 sets.
Mm-hmm.
So the sheriff and Buckles. It wouldn't surprise me.
It's also at this point. It's also at this point that you would notice in the corner there is a padlocked chest in the corner of the storeroom behind one of these shelves.
I'm going to take my sword and try to force it open.
To force it open. Okay. I'm gonna roll me just your it's make a strength check. You're trying to use brute force to do this, right? Okay. So
Well, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I guess
you're trying to force it
brute force. Brute force makes it sound like I'm trying to smash it open. I'm trying to apply leverage to pop
leverage,
it open,
right? Okay. There could be thieves' tools. What in
the chest?
In the chest. How about we go with the prying it open with the sword first? Okay, strength check, but you got to add 5 to your roll. Okay.
I'm adding 5. Okay.
Yeah, you're adding 5.
So I guess that's an equivalent of a -5 modifier.
Let's see.
Yeah,
So
that's a success.
That's even if you added 5 to that, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, you use your sword and you pry it open, and this looks like this is this chest contains the fingersmith fortune. You see a pile of gold and silver, and a suit of halfling-sized chainmail, and some sort of vial with the clear liquid in it, and then you see a scroll.
I think that's a successful job, guys. Why don't we take this and be on our way?
Yeah, take this, cut our losses. You know.
Yep.
Oh, I knew I
Looks like
shouldn't have had the
they're
chaotic
just
group go do this.
they're just They're just digging up their. They're just expanding their basement, and yeah, they're probably
Of
fine down
course.
there.
Yeah, they just opened up into like a hive of salamanders or dog-eating salamanders, but they're
What's more
fine.
likely? What's more likely is they ordered all of these salamanders and they accidentally knocked the crate over and they all escaped.
Yeah, what they were doing is they were perfecting an anti-salamander formula for people to buy for their dogs throughout the village, not knowing that they were the ones importing these salamanders into the country.
Right. Right.
So
Okay.
I I can
Oh yes, her eyes
I
are
can
sparkling at this. Yes. Do you look at the
uh,
scroll?
She was. I didn't even think she was here at all
yes.
until we opened the chest.
Yes. She just showed
No,
up.
no. She's
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually.
George
Hey,
will
hey.
George will take a look at the scroll. I mean,
Okay.
he might not be able to cast it, but maybe he
All
can
right.
figure out what it means.
George, with wonder and awe, you realize what you have here is in this scroll is the secret recipe of Fingersmith's mead.
Oh, so this is not the recipe? So just to do I know? Do they just supply the honey, or do they actually supply the mead to the?
The Fingersmiths? No, they make the mead. They make the mead.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
just sell the mead to the bar or to the pub that we were in before.
They sell the
They
mead.
don't.
Yeah, they make the mead and they sell it to here and into Blackfish Bay,
All right,
and now to Joth since the portal opened, right?
all right.
And as you might have gathered, the locals were complaining that he was selling too much off to the big city and not leaving enough left for the
Right.
locals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this may become public knowledge. George thinks, and he's going to slip it into his pack
All right.
and say, "This might be valuable a bit later,
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
case our employers." Well, yes. In fact, I will be so kind as to let all of you to have my share of whatever you would like out of this chest.
Well, I think this actually belongs to the Fingersmiths, and I'd not like to be on their blacklist. To be quite honest, I would say
Well,
leave it be, and let's try and
I
just
think
find.
the Fingersmiths aren't going to be quite as influential as they once were.
That sounds like a declaration of war right there. No, I'm good.
All right. So you are taking the mead recipe, George?
I am.
Okay. Okay, so you're taking some time
And
to count this, are you?
it's just eyeballing it.
Eyeballing it, you would probably say that there's over 2,000 gold pieces in here, and maybe over 700 silver pieces. Oh yeah.
I, so I think Hilda actually adventured with with
With
Trotter.
Trotter. Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna roll a
depending, maybe
reaction
we
check.
maybe yeah,
And the
exactly.
high,
That's what I was thinking.
the lower it is, the more she's gonna want to. Lower it is, the more she's gonna want to, you know, get take the treasure. All right. And George isn't helping at all, is he? No.
George not really revealing what exactly he has up
But
his sleeve, literally.
but she has worked with Trotter before, so I think I'm just going to give it a -2, okay, to her roll. Okay, let's see what happens here. So if she's under 6, she's going to want to take it, okay? Here we go. Oh,
Whoa.
she bites her lip, looks at you, George, looks at Niven, looks over at Deanna's disapproving look, I suppose, and
Yep. Yeah.
says,
Basically, arms crossed,
"Yeah,
eyebrow raised.
yeah."
Yeah.
Or
And she's-
tapping her foot.
And she,
Yeah.
she might have considered it for a moment, but then she looks over at Deanna and she's like, nope, we're not going to take that. Nope, we can't do it. And she steps over beside Deanna. And she says, take that if you will, George, but there will be consequences. And she just kind of looks away from you.
They're only halflings.
Jeez. They're worse than goblins sometimes.
Gosh,
Jeez.
she arches her one eyebrow and looks at you disapprovingly now.
You will be buying them a new lock too, right, George?
Oh yes, I will happily purchase them a new lock.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so you slowly, Nevin closes the lid to the chest.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it looks like that. Unfortunately, it looks like that. What is his name here? Northcote doesn't look like that he's here. Maybe we should just check the cellar and see if maybe he fell in deeper somehow.
Are there any lanterns or anything like any light source we could bring down into the cellar?
Yes, there's probably one lantern here.
Okay. I will take that and light it.
Because nobody brought torches, right?
I'm not going to waste a
torches.
torch. If there's light sources here, why would I use a torch?
Okay, all right, okay. So you've got this lantern, right? And what are they at there? They're at 30 feet radius. Yeah, okay, 24 turns. Okay. Right on. All right. So you're gonna continue downwards. Dell, could you do me a favor and turn that map upside down? Wait, where are you? You're to the right of it? Okay. I see. No. I want you to turn it clockwise, 90 degrees, or maybe another 90 degrees. Okay, that's good.
That's
That's good.
108.
Well, now it's 180. Yes, you're right. Okay, so that passageway continues. Now we're gonna call. God, I wish I could. I can't ping you. Okay, can you put north on the top of the page? Okay.
I'm clicking on your camera feed.
I'm trying to. No. That's west. That's my west. There you go. Okay. The passage heads west about, I don't know, maybe about 20 feet, and then curves southwards. All right. And it's not straight. It's a rough passage. Okay. So about 20 feet. Those are 5-foot squares. All right. And then curves southwards, a rough passageway leading downwards. All right. And that roughly jigs and jags another, I don't know, we'll say 35 feet. Okay. Thank you. And then it opens up into a larger chamber that is probably, let's see, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet across, 40 feet long. So 30 feet when it opens up, it's about 30 feet east west, and you're in the north center of it, okay? But it opens up to about 35 feet east west and about 40 feet in depth. It is a rough size chamber, so it's not there. We don't have square walls, okay? So, but as long as it doesn't matter. I mean, all right, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yep. There you go. That's what does it there. That makes it. There you go. I feel like I'm in a cave. Yes. Okay. The passage. Okay. The tunnel. Okay, it's doing it. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. So the tunnel slopes downwards into cool and silent darkness, and the walls are rough-hewn rock, but the footpath does appear to be smooth, well worn, and it's covered like in a thick layer of dust. And there are two sets of footprints in the dust leading down into this chamber. All right. So it opens into this wider chamber, and you can see stalactites hanging from the ceiling in this chamber, while stalagmites force a meandering path around the chamber floor. And you still can see the two sets of footprints enter the chamber. One set stops in the middle of the chamber, and you can see another set continue towards the south wall. Okay.
Okay, so one goes to the middle and the other goes to the south wall. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Staying back
You know
from
what,
the entry, I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, before we enter this large, this bigger chamber,
Yeah.
is there any light source in this? Like, what is our light source here? Are there sconces or?
You've got your lantern. That's it.
Okay. I was going to say before I go into a cave with stalactites, I want to look up and make sure that none of them look like that they're moving or breathing.
Okay. All right. Make a spot hidden roll.
don't don't think I've ever seen a breathing or moving
Yeah. What's a
stalagmites or
spot? Yeah.
stalactites.
What's a spot? What's the spot hidden? Is that just a D6?
Yeah, it's a D6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Mm.
All right. Okay. So you look up and you see what are they? Stalactites from above? Yeah. Stalactites. Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember, stalagmite is coming up, like as in it's
Yes.
strong, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So.
So this is uh, um, this is obviously a natural cave, but
Yes.
it's still relatively rectangular in shape.
No, not really. It's more. I would say it's kind of diamondy in shape. Widest at the
Okay.
center of the east-west axis. But that's okay. That's okay. That works fine. I like that. So
Okay.
yeah, no, that's good.
Are there? Yeah, I'm going to. While Fiona is, concentrating on seeing if these things are moving, I want to see if there are any. I mean, it probably wouldn't be footprints, but like tracks or something that the salamanders may have left in the ground.
In the
Like,
passageway there, just north of
yeah,
that
like,
chamber.
yeah,
Yeah, that's easy to see. Yeah, actually, because when you're actually focusing and looking at, because they're really small, right? Footprints. When you look
yeah.
closely, you see. Okay, yeah, you can see that a whole bunch of these tracks came from that direction, from the south. Okay. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I think we should see what it is they disturbed, where these things came from.
All right. So as I said, 2 sets of footprints of halfling-sized footprints enter the chamber, and you can plainly see that one set stops in the middle of the chamber while another set continues south.
So I'm going to bring the light source towards the center of the chamber and see what it is. Like I'm not going to actually go to where the footprints stop, but I'm
Right.
going to like see what it is, what's around where they stop. Since I only have
Okay.
about 30 feet of light,
30 feet
I
of light
want
with
to
the
see.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see if there's any prominent features in that second area of the cave.
All right. So, second here. What's this? Hold on. Okay. Mm. So, as you get to the center of the chamber, there's nothing other than those small footprints heading north. They seem to have come from the south. These small salamander footprints in the dust.
Mhm.
The one set of halfling footsteps just stops right there, and another set continues. And actually, now that you're more towards the center of the room, you can see on the south wall, it's just full of webs.
Webs.
Webs. All right.
Hmm.
The whole south wall is covered in webbing. What are the rest of you doing? Hello?
Standing at the entrance to the storage room. I have
Standing
not
at this,
moved
you
to
have
walk
not
in.
moved. Okay.
No. I am
No,
like
no, not
at
at all.
this when I see when I hear that there's a set of tracks that
Yes.
just end. Yes,
Yes.
that's weird. I'm like, nope, until I
Okay.
find out why they ended. I'm not
Okay.
moving.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Will she or won't she? Uh, right. Okay. All right. So you're in there and George is in there and you look up, and as you look up, that's when something drops down. You both need to make a save. And I think it's versus Dragon's Breath. It's like a dexterity save, but a save versus. All right. Ooh. George. Plump. Okay. And Nevin? 8. I think that would be a fail. All right. So as you're standing there and you look up, and Nevin, you just did see something hanging up there, but at that very moment, something shot down at you, and both of you were enveloped in some sort of gooey strand and quickly pulled up towards the ceiling. All right. And it's at that point you see these two creatures. They look like a large, gangly toad, but they've got, besides sickly green skin that's just all covered in, festering wounds, they've got 8 legs. And they've just kind of shot out these strands, and it's enveloped you, and they're pulling you up. They've pulled you up. All right. And that's when we're going to roll for initiative. So
Okay.
they got there. Okay, so go ahead. Somebody roll for the group. And I'll roll
It's
for
just
them.
a D6 saying
Yes, a D6.
or Dex modifier, right, for the whole party?
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like we started doing, which is we rotate through. Okay. based
I
on.
have a minus just to let everybody know. So
Okay, hold on.
if you want to have me.
I think we probably have a minus too.
Okay, we're gonna start.
Okay.
I tell you what. We're gonna start with Dell. I'm just looking at the voice channel. We're gonna go in the order of the voice channel. All right.
Okay.
So it'll be Dell, John, Justin. Okay. So you get to roll
All right.
first. Okay. So you rolled a 4.
4.
4, and I roll a 2. So the party gets to go first. All right. So.
Okay. So the very first thing, if I can do something, can I fling a bullet at whatever this thing is in the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Is it within short range at all?
Well, you're at the door, and it's up in the ceiling, and let's see, you're about, what I say, so it's about 15 feet to the center of the room, and then probably another 15 feet up, at least. So that's within 30 feet. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
All right.
No, that's perfect because that means I'm just
Actually,
rolling a straight D20.
Okay.
It
All right.
it'd actually be the hypotenuse of that, so
The
it would be
high,
even shorter.
it would be even shorter,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Okay, so yeah. So I rolled a 15, Todd.
You rolled a 15. Okay, so yes, their armor. Okay, so you hit.
Yay! 4, 1.
Oh right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You rolled a 1 for damage.
Take,
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
take that, Toad
Okay.
Spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to say this once. You may surrender now.
Mm-hmm.
I will throw more rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's you. Now, the two of you that are being pulled up, you can make a strength check
Okay.
as your move. Okay. Oh,
All right.
and
So
wait a minute. Does sorry, I'm just wondering here for a minute. Does Hilda have a? I don't think she has a ranged weapon. She's not that kind of girl. No, she doesn't. So
Checks
she's
to be up close and personal.
up close and personal. That's right.
Yeah, like a
So,
slut.
oh, jeez. George, you can let him talk about your woman that way.
You can let her talk about her woman that way. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
So I just want to clarify.
Mhm.
So are we being pulled up, or are we already 15 feet up?
You are being pulled up.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I will do a strength check.
And I'm sorry, I am wrong about the height.
Okay. Oh, it's like 30 feet.
It sounds like it's more than that. Yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna. Okay. It doesn't. Yeah. No, we're. It's any falling is going to cause 1d6 damage. Okay. So.
And I fail.
You fail, so you will be pulled up. All right. How about Nevin? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. If oh. Okay, so you're trying to do. Okay, so I'm gonna say maybe a dexterity check to get yourself in position that you can do that. All right. Dex is 15, and no. Okay. And John has what's yeah, something like that on Discord. Yeah, exactly. All right. So on their turn, these what would you call them? Toad spiders? Yeah. They reel you in, and they're gonna try and bite you. All right. So, where's our stance here? Here we go. And I'm gonna roll a d20 plus 2, so that's going to be 18 on Nevin. Sorry. Does that hit? That. Okay. Save versus poison, please.
Oh boy.
4. No. Okay. So let's see. That is. Ooh. Okay. So their dagger-sized fangs dig into you, and they do 1d3 damage. Ooh boy. Okay. So let's see. So that's bomb, three, and oh, I didn't do it. Why didn't I do it? Hold on. Roll. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. How come I didn't do that? Did I not put space in there properly? Let's see. Roll. Let's see. So it's
I know what you're trying to
slash.
do.
I'm trying to roll 1d3. Slash.
So put /R
Yeah.
space D3.
That's what I'm trying to do. It's not taking the command. Why isn't it taking the command? That's strange. All right. Okay, do that for me. There you go. Okay. 1 point of damage. Okay. 1 point of damage to George. All right. And now.
Oh wait, no,
Nevin.
no,
That's
Nevin.
Nevin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nevin. Yeah. No. Okay. And George is being attacked too. Oh wait. I'm sorry. There's also 1d4 for damage itself from them. So yes. So you also take 2 points damage. So that was the poison was 1 point damage, and the fangs cause 2 points damage. All right. Okay. And George, their attack, the one that's got you, it reels you in, attacks you, and rolls 10. I think that misses. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are up there until you can break free, but you're in a struggle with these creatures.
So,
Yes.
how much like movement do we have of our body? Like, I'm envisioning us being like tied up when, we grab when we get enveloped by the webs and we don't have very much movement. Is that
Doesn't
correct?
say that you can't. All right. So you can attack. It's just maybe like it gooped on your back and pulled you up. All right. What I'll say though is that it's a -2 to hit for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Because we'll go with that. All right. So -2 to your
Turning to-
attacks. I guess we're at the next initiative, eh? Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone. Okay. So next will be
It's John's
It's
roll,
me,
I
I
think.
guess.
John's
Yeah.
roll. Yeah. For initiative. Yeah.
I get a +2 this time. 6.
6. You got +2 for your initiative.
I do.
Oh,
It's
nice.
my only +2.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you guys have initiative.
Okay. So there's 2 of these things that are reeling both of them up, right?
Yep. Well, they've got them, and they're biting them, eh, and injecting this poison into them.
Okay. So is
Yeah.
it more difficult for me to fling a stone at them from here?
You could fling a stone. Yeah.
Okay. Taking a look around at what else is in the room, does it look like that there's like any wood or anything that I
No,
might be
you
able to
don't.
help pry?
You don't see any wood. What you do see is there's lots of little small rocks and stuff, angular rocks that you could use to throw at these things.
Okay. I think I'm
Limited
probably just
ammo.
it's just more ammo for me. Okay. I guess I'm just going to continue flinging stones. Are they still
Okay.
at the same distance that they were before?
Yes, we'll say they are. Yes.
Okay. 9. I'm guessing that's a miss.
That'd be a miss. All
Boop.
right. Hilda's going to throw some too. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
What do we got there? Well, it's the least she could do, right? Okay, so she's going to fling,
To
and
go back and get the chest.
she's got
the
a
points.
+1. She's got a +1, if I recall. And let's see. She rolled a 16. She hits.
All right.
it's Hilda, right? And she does 1 point of damage to the other one. Okay.
I think
the
that's
one
the only thing you can roll on a d4 is a 1.
she's attacking the one that's got you, John.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That's those two. What are you two going to do at a -2?
That's the only source of light we have. I'm going to yell down to Vienna saying, "Stop throwing stones and light a torch so we can see."
I guess the lantern's down on the ground, eh? Yeah. Because, you would have taken
Oh,
by
I
surprise to
figured it
drop
was
it.
still in my hand.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
all right.
No,
I
no.
assumed it was still in my hands.
Yeah, I guess we didn't. I'm going to say that it dropped. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that case, I was going to try to throw the lantern at them and light all of the webs on fire, but I guess
Okay. You know what?
instead,
I'll be fair to you on that. That's true. You did have it. We didn't really go there. So, all
well,
right. You've got it.
no. I'm going to wait to do that
Okay.
till the next round. So we have Vienna, hopefully, is going to light a torch so that we can actually see, because
Okay.
it wouldn't be fun doing this blind.
No.
So in the meantime, I'm going to try to draw my sword out of my scabbard and attack this thing that's snapping its jaws at me.
Okay. All right. Add -2.
All right. Attack roll. Melee. -2.
Oh, right.
13.
Okay. 13. Somehow, despite being bound by this creature, you were able to connect with your dagger and you drive it into it, causing how much damage?
Well, I said my sword, but
Sword. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sword.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it is a D8.
Uh-huh. Oh, nice.
5 damage.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right. But the creature still holds on to you. Okay. And who's that left? Nevin, have you gone? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't have a weapon? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's why you get the -2 to attack. Okay, so yep, yep.
I have to roll a 3.
Oh gosh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so would you roll? You rolled -1? Oh, you rolled a 3. Oh my gosh. So you naturally rolled a 3 with a nat 3 with a -4. So you're at yeah, okay. So you just struggle and totally ineffective. Whimper. Yeah. Deanna, what are you up to?
Uh, I guess what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to spend that turn getting what is it, steel and flint, and I'm going to try and light up a torch.
All right. Okay. And now it's the creature's attack on our two bound companions. And the first one goes at Nevin and rolls a 20, not 20. But there are no crits in this game, right? Unfortunately for me. Oh, okay, so 1d4 for the damage is, there you go, 3 points of damage. And save versus poison there, Nevin. As you feel its dark poison oozing into your body, causing a burning sensation where it struck you. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thanks for coming out. Ow.
Damn it. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe characters keep dying, Del. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Well, there he goes.
It's true.
Okay. And so now we're on to George as its creature, as its toad spider tries to bite him and rolls an 11.
No.
No, it misses. Okay. I think everyone's gone. So now we are into the next initiative, which will be Justin.
All right. 1.
Oh no.
1. Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah. And I rolled a 3. Okay. So they get to go again. Okay. So the toad spider that has Nevin is furiously kind of winding him up in its sticky strands. And you see this, and you can also see now George and anybody else looking up, because George has got the lantern too, is that there is some other bound victim hanging up here in the ceiling of this chamber.
Okay, I'm guessing that's North Coat.
All right, the toad spider attacks George. Oh, that's right too. I guess. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. 2. Okay. Did I roll a D? Oh, I rolled a D6. Sorry. Let's roll D20 plus 2. Did I roll it? I didn't roll it, did I?
Yeah, I see it. It's
Oh,
a 6.
yeah. Okay. All right. No, I didn't
You
add
could
the plus
you
2.
could
Call
give
it. Call it an 8.
we'll see.
Call it an 8. It's an 8.
Okay.
That
Yeah, that's
misses.
still
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. Okay. All right.
Right. So Thiena has
Is it
lit
lit by this
the
point? Yeah.
torch last. All right. So I'm going to throw the lantern at this thing, hoping that it
Okay.
will break. Actually, I'm going to aim it above them so it
Ooh.
hits the ceiling,
Oh.
and then the lamp oil ignites
Right.
and like lands on them and ignites all of the webbing and everything.
Okay. All right.
You want me to roll a normal range attack for that?
Well, you're throwing it at the ceiling. I mean, uh, yeah. Okay. You know what? Make a ranged attack, but it's like an armor class 10. You're just,
Okay.
you know. Okay,
13.
good. All right. Smash it into the ceiling, and it ruptures, sending down flaming liquid onto them and the other bound victim, and perhaps even yourself. But they immediately let go of you and scurry into the darkness, aflame. You start to fall.
So it's not dark anymore where they go if they're aflame.
Yeah, because they're taking light with them, and all right. So you start to fall,
Okay.
and that whatever that other bound victim was falls to the ground before you. So what you can do is, as you're falling, I want you to make a wisdom check. All right, to see if you can position yourself to land on that victim
Can,
to
can
cushion
I
your fall.
can I land into Hilda's arms?
Okay, all right, okay, yeah. She rushes into the chamber to try and catch you. All right. And if you make a wisdom check,
Actually, maybe you should do a what is it? A reaction roll to see if she'll do that.
to see if she'll do it. Okay, let's do that
Yeah.
first. Okay. All right.
Remember,
Because
I get a plus. I do get a +1.
you do get a +1. Okay. So here you go. 2d6. Let's see. 2d6 +1, and we roll. And now what? 10. So I said wisdom check. So under your wisdom. No, that's your reaction check. Sorry. So that's more towards positive. Yeah, so she's going to do it. Yep. So she does run into the chamber. All right. Okay. So, but I'm leaving it up to you whether you can get yourself, into position to land into her arms.
So that's what the
That's
wisdom check is
That's
for.
the
So you
wisdom
still
check.
want that.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh, massive fail.
No.
Massive fail. Yeah. And like she's standing there
first, right?
standing there with her arms open, looking up, and you fall like 2 feet to the right of her. Thud, and you take 6 points of damage.
Oh
God.
It's okay. I got you, George. Are you still alive?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have 13 hit points. I'm fine.
Okay. And she, apologizes profusely.
Okay. So I immediately
See-
open one of the healing elixirs that I made with Hilda. Was it Hilda? So it healed George at least for 1d6 +1.
Oh, Ingra. Ingra's the
Ingra, sorry, Ingra.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, heal 6.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you hear a bone resets itself, and the compound fracture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually more painful than the actual wound was. Ah!
I kind of, give Hilda a quick glare, but then I laugh it off after I drink the elixir that Fiona gave me and say it's all right. I'm good as new. Unfortunately, I don't think that Nevin made it through.
He falls down in a flaming pile.
Oh, he can still be okay.
It turns out that the poison is also flammable, so it's actually burning his body much faster than it.
I kind of, move some of the burning clothes away and say, "Oh, yeah."
Just grab a leg and an arm and use it as a torch.
Oh gosh. All right.
No,
so there's Nevin.
So after I know that George is okay, I'll rush over to Northcote just to see how he's doing.
Is it Northcote? Well,
Well, actually, I guess that's it too, right?
Yeah. You unwrap the body around the face. Has anybody here met Fingersmith before, or Northcote? Yeah, Northcote.
Northcote. George has, but not
George. Okay.
Not Trotter.
I think I have met Northcote, but I haven't met
Fingersmith.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't met Trotter's dad.
That's right.
All right. So this is the sheriff. Yes, this is Amias Northcote.
Okay. Is he wounded or paralyzed or anything?
He's dead. He's a dry husk. They've sucked him dry. Creatures.
Well, it's not Trotter's dad,
Uh-huh.
but
I think there's probably a lot more victims up there. That if this is what happened to the sheriff, then I don't think Trotter's dad likely survived.
Mm. Mhm. And actually,
We
you
could.
do see two other, I guess, cocoons, if you will, hanging in the ceiling, not quite in that immediate area. But now, as you cast your torchlight up there, you can see two other cocoons
Do they
hanging
happen
in
to
the ceiling.
be near a stalagmite that we could climb up to get closer to?
Yeah, yes, you could. You could easily climb up and pull these two down.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, with
They're both human size.
human size.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
How did they get down here?
Hmm.
There must be another cavern or passageway for a human to have gotten down here.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pull them down and see if they're identifiable at least.
Okay. Both human, both. Let's see. One's got a hand axe. The other has a rusty dagger. The designs on them are strange to you. You've not seen those before. The one human is wearing chainmail, but again of a style that you're not familiar with.
Hmm.
And there is a pouch one of them has that contains 140 gold pieces.
I will hand that off to Thiena, knowing that she will not steal this and keep it for herself. I
And
want to
Mhm.
or go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying uh, the other body has a pocket that has a glass eyeball in it
Ooh,
and 70 gold pieces.
glass eyeball. I'm going to
Yeah.
take a look at the glass eyeball and look at it
Yeah.
curiously to see if there's. Uh, do I think it might be enchanted or something? Or is
Well,
it literally for someone who lost an eye?
well, it's an eyeball, glass eyeball, but I mean, it doesn't have a normal looking pupil.
Oh, what does the pupil look like?
It's kind of like a star with 4 points, black with a red iris
Hmm.
in the center.
Is there a chance that I might know what that symbol represents?
You may roll your lore, yes.
No, wait a minute.
okay,
Are there
just saw the
two?
kind
Oh,
of
there's
an.
two Georges. That's weird.
You were saying, Justin?
Oh, I was just wondering, do we play till 11 or 10? I can't
We play
remember.
till 10. We're just going to finish this up here, and then we're...
Okay.
I
No, I was just
see.
wondering because my wife's probably going to be heading to bed here soon, so
Sure,
I
no,
gotta.
no,
Yeah,
we are
yeah,
done.
so,
Okay?
I
okay.
See,
succeeded.
okay, good. So, you know what? You don't know. You've never heard of anything in your
Ooh.
lore about this. All right? It's a mystery. Okay? And as you're pondering that, you feel a breeze come from the south, and you see the webs in the center of the south wall kind of billow out towards you, pushed by a breeze coming from beyond that.
Do I
And
still see
that's,
some burning lights back there?
well, yeah, you'll still see some lights. And,
They're
everyone,
fading. They're pretty
yeah,
far.
they're fading as they go. But yes, there's a breeze coming from somewhere to the south beyond those
Okay. It
those
goes
spider
steeper
webs.
in. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
and that is where we will pause for now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And
All
Dell,
right.
you can get another character ready for next time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to put a little drawing of Nevin's grave here in Bricket Bottom, I guess. Have to add that to the picture. Yeah. Okay.
That assumes that we bring
Yeah, that's true.
Nevin's
Yeah.
body back.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mhm.
All righty. Okay,
All
guys. Well,
Well,
we'll put
thanks,
you
Todd.
down. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
That was
thanks for the
that was
game.
fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah.
It was good to get back out with you guys. All right, everybody, have a great evening, week, and a happy Thanksgiving. All right.
Thanks.
Gobble gobble.
All
All
right.
right.
All
See you
right.
later.